Hey, hi, Sue Moore here on Monday, and the question of the day is getting family time and more money at the same time possible? Well, I have a story for you today, true story, of a friend of mine, and I will tell you her story, and then you can decide for yourself if it is possible. Um, this started about 18 months ago, and both my friend and her husband have very nice full-time jobs. Money sometimes gets tight about the same time every month, and their kids are getting older and into extracurricular activities, camp and skating and all different kinds of things. Everything that comes with a price tag on it. And my friend started to hear herself say to her kids, no, we can't do that right now. Or we'll have to wait until payday. And she hated that. And so she thought, well, something's got to change here. So she thought about a part-time job. Well, that could have worked, I guess, but she didn't like not having control of the hours. I mean, you got to be there at a certain time and so forth. You get a brand new boss, a brand new set of situations that happen when you work, someplace else. And the biggie was, the idea was to make more money so she could spend time with her family, and this would, of course, take her away from the family. So I think on some level we can all relate to that. Yeah, the circumstances may be a little bit different, but at some point in time we've all kind of found ourselves in kind of a crush that way. And so, well, what happened next? Well, she decided that the next best thing for not only she and her husband before her kids was to join a network marketing company. And that's where I was introduced to her. She's on my team. And she knew she wanted something where she could set her own hours, and she wanted to be in control of when she worked and how she worked and those kinds of things. And network marketing made the most sense for those couple of reasons. And plus, there's a very little risk to it. And most companies, although I don't know all of them, but most companies you can start your business at less than $1,000. Sometimes as much as, less than $100. And so she thought she was going to give that a whirl. And she did. And then what she found was that it wasn't as rosy as she thought it was going to be. She thought it was going to be easy peasy. Just talk to a few friends and some family members, and they were going to jump right into purchase products. And we're in the skincare industry. So, and everybody needs good skincare, right? Well, that's what she thought. And as a matter of fact, she had just the complete opposite. The family didn't want anything to do with it. And some of her friends were just, they really weren't nice and kind of shunned her a little bit and so forth. And so the money just didn't come running in. And that's kind of exactly what happened. So when she realized she could, and this happened over, a period of like 6 or 8 weeks. And when she realized what was kind of going on there, she thought to herself, I really don't know what I'm doing. I know what I need to do for my job, but I don't know much about network marketing. And is it different than other kinds of selling and marketing? And the answer is probably yes. She was more focused on what she knew the product could do for the people she was talking to, and couldn't quite understand why they just weren't jumping on board and say, well, of course, who wants lines and wrinkles? Nobody really. Some people just don't care. But she was coming across as very salesy, very pushy, sending links when she shouldn't have. And you know yourself, when you get into a situation like that, you're thinking, let me get away from this person. So that's when she came to me for help. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Are you on the plane or where are you? Anyway, so that's when she came to me for help. And because I had been through much of the same situation. So together what we did is we reviewed information that our company provides, and then we hooked her up with the gentleman that I use as a mentor and kind of a coach. And he kind of explained how this really works. Now, for people coming out of a corporate kind of job, what we do in network marketing is about 180 degrees. And so you have to kind of forget about everything you know over here and put on a different hat. And let me tell you, it's the most refreshing thing you can do, but that's a whole nother video. So here's what she did. She's a good student. She incorporated everything into her modus operandi, and before not too long, she was making about $500 a month, fairly consistently. Not every month, but fairly consistently. Hey, Amanda, thanks for jumping on. And so I say all that to say that while this is a great option, it may not be for everybody, but for the people who do believe in the option, you can make money here. You just need to be consistent, and you have to go into it with the right mindset. So what she had to do was, like I said, she knew her family's needs were changing. Kids were getting bigger. Her husband was doing contractual work, long-term contractual work, but you just never know what's going to happen on the other side. Who is that? Mike Slipko, how the heck are you? And I'm surprised you're not out hitting the little white ball. Anyway, so she knew that was happening, and she knew she had to do something that was going to create a solid foundation going forward. So she did. And as a result, she is making some money. And in fact, it was the money she made from this gig that took the family on spring break skiing in New Mexico. And they had a whole week. And she's had a great time. So she knew something had to change. She found a way to do it in her own time frame, her side hustle, and now has a very solid foundation to build whatever she wants in this particular space. And with our company, she can build it as big as she wants. She can stay where she is. Whatever it is good for not only her, but her hubby and her kids. So now, I hope you got some value out of what I just said, because I don't know, I just hope you got some value. And if you did, please like and share. And if you would like to know one of the things that I shared with her, is just message me. I have a little PDF, and it shows what the three major parts of network marketing are about, what to do, what not to do, and more importantly, what to say and what not to say. And so if that is something of interest to you, please private message me. I'll be happy to send this over to you. In the meantime, journey well. Thank you guys for joining in. I enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.